WWE Towers back with my next SummerSlam review, and it's 2010. Back to the shitty year of 2010. Oh god, this is why this 2010 to 2000, the following year, it was not a fun time for me actually, because there were more bad shit. I mean, a lot of it's like a criticize 2009, but '09 was actually decent for WWE. You know, Rumble was decent, Mania was decent, SummerSlam was good, and Survivor Series was good. Other like Extreme Rules was actually good. Judgment Day was decent. Backlash was amazing. You know, Bragging Rights was actually a decent pay-per-view, but this year just had all the big names were either retired or gone. Like Shawn Michaels retired at WrestleMania. Batista was gone. Triple H was gone. The following month, Chris Jericho will be gone. I mean, who else? I mean, the only two big names around this time, literally, John Cena, Randy Orton. What else? I mean, pay-per-views, they were shit. Like, Hell in a Cell 2010 was terrible. Survivor Series, I did that last November. That was a bad show. You know, like, stupid names like Over the Limit, Fatal 4-Way. And I didn't talk about the show yet. I'm talking about other bad shows, but let's just get on to this fucking SummerSlam pay-per-view. August 15th, a Raw and SmackDown event at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, which was the home of 2009 SummerSlam, and that would be ended by 2014 because 2015 would be in Brooklyn, New York, in the Barclays Center, and by 2018 when they went to Toronto, and last year's was supposed to be in Boston before the whole pandemic happened, but whatever. And this drew 35,000 buys. I think it was the lowest since 2001 SummerSlam, which, fun fact, that was the last review I did in my 2001 year review. And you're going to see a little different by the reviews. It's just going to be SummerSlam 2001 review, and not like a year in review like in the beginning. I changed some like last night and earlier today when I started watching this. But anyways, this show was terrible. 2007 was bad. 2004 was bad, but those two were infinitely better than this pay-per-view. Than this SummerSlam, actually. And yes, this show was easily one of the worst SummerSlams. This, 2004, 2007. And yeah. Let's just get to the fucking SummerSlam card. And this was, I mean, if I ever do 2010, I'm gonna shit every pay-per-view there was. Like, TNA wasn't good either because Hulk Hogan ruined it. And with having 4 sides, and I forget to mention, I will never forget the part in Genesis 2010 where the fans were chanting, "We want 6 sides." This is a WWE review. Let's just talk about SummerSlam. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line. This was Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston. They went to a no contest because Nexus interfered. And the theme of this show was just Nexus, because this started in June when the Nexus invaded and yeah, I'll talk about it at the end. But this isn't a no contest. If you see one Dolph Ziggler Kofi Kingston match, you've seen them all basically. 4. And then we have Melina defeating Alicia Fox in a shit Divas Championship. This is nothing to talk about. This was terrible. Anyways. Big Show defeats the Destroyer Society of CM Punk, Joey Mercury, or Joseph Mercury, and Luke Gallows in a piss poor handicap match. There was literally not, maybe the World Heavyweight Championship match. That's it. 3. And then we have the WWE Championship match. And this was Randy Orton's last chance. I didn't know that it was his Randy Orton's last chance. And if anyone who interferes in the match will be suspended, it definitely, or lost, he will not get another title shot as long as Sheamus has the championship. Well, this is Randy Orton defeating Sheamus by DQ. This was terrible. Like Ziggler and Kofi, if you see one Randy Orton Sheamus match, you see them all. These two do have no chemistry whatsoever. And I hate when heel champions hit their finishers, the baby take out, and they hit the quit mode and try to get themselves disqualified or counted out. And post-match, Randy Orton takes Sheamus to Dick Kick City and RKO's him on the announce table. 2. I'm just going through this show because this show sucked. But anyways, we get to the next match. Sorry, for the World Heavyweight Championship, Kane defeats Rey Mysterio. Honestly, this is the best match of the night. But this was not about Rey Mysterio and Kane. No, this was about Kane and Undertaker again. Why couldn't Undertaker return? Why couldn't they had, well, I guess ready to get his rematch clause because Kane cashed in on him like the night, like on the same period, Money in the Bank. Him and Dean Ambrose are the only two male superstars to cash in Money in the Bank at the same pay-per-view. Yeah, I said male superstars. I'm not talking about the females, though. But yeah. 7 out of 10. Best match of the night. And then Undertaker comes back and he looked really in bad shape. This is when Undertaker was... We know Undertaker was getting old at this point, and 10 years later he will be retiring, so... Yeah, and this leads to that this disappointing feud. I don't want to say dumb. I meant to say disappointing feud between Undertaker and Kane. 7 out of 10. Match of the night. And, oh, by the way, during the show, Jericho and Edge wants The Miz to take Great Khali's spot. Yeah, Great Khali was going to be in the main event, but you do that ruin thing for a 3rd time in a row, Khali. He's a Hall of Famer now. I don't want to... Anyways. And then The Miz stalls for time. I mean, he's a cocky asshole in a good way. Because he's The Miz, and he was United States and Money in the Bank holders. And at the beginning of 2010, Miz had a weird beginning of 2010. And his second half was actually better. It's kind of like Jericho was in 2001, where his beginning was weird, but his second half was actually good. You know, when he beat The Rock for the WCW Championship at No Mercy 2001, should have been the main event of that show. And become the Undisputed Champion at the end of that year, which I did the 2001 year review earlier this month. Miz says yes, and then we get to this, but John Cena said, whoa, you do not make the decision of the night of SummerSlam, and he replaced him with Daniel Bryan, and so we had Team John Cena. It says Team WWE, but it's Team John Cena. Of John Cena, John Morrison, R-Truth, Bret Hart, for some reason, Edge and Daniel Bryan, defeats the Nexus of Wade Barrett, Dave Altonga, Justin Gabriel, Heath Slater, Darren Young, Skip Sheffield, a.k.a. Ryback, a.k.a. the Goldberg ripoff, and Michael Tarver, who nobody remembers. This match should have been saved for Survivor Series. If you go back to that review, this Sound Survivor Series should have been saved for that show. They wasted SummerSlam for some fucking reason, and it was not good. I'm sorry. Let me tell you who got eliminated first. You're going to be laughing at this. Daniel and Michael Tarver were both eliminated by Daniel Bryan and John Morrison. Get the weak people out first. Then John Morrison and R-Truth were eliminated by the Goldberg ripoff. Then Bret Hart was eliminated by getting himself disqualified. Why was Bret Hart in this match? Okay, if you're John Cena, you go, yeah, Edge, yeah, Chris Jericho, R-Truth, John Morrison, they don't hurt the match, but, and Bret Hart. He can't take a bump because this was post-stroke Bret Hart, and yeah. Then Skip Sheffield, the Goldberg ripoff, Ryback, whatever, got eliminated by Edge, saying thank you, Edge, for doing that. Then Daniel Hunter was eliminated by Chris Jericho. And then Heath Slater eliminated both Jericho and Edge, so, okay, whatever. That was... Edge had disappointing 2010. I mean, he ended the year strong at the World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown, but yeah. Then he started eliminated by Daniel Bryan, and I fucking hate his crossface. Look at Chris Benoit's crossface, and then you look at Daniel Bryan's crossface. Yeah, 9 day. And then Daniel Bryan was eliminated by Wade Barrett, thanks to The Miz, and it leads to that first feud between the two. And I'll stay that for like when I get to SummerSlam 2018 with those two. So don't worry. And then John Cena went into Superman. Basically became Superman like The Rock did with Booker T and Tessa One, and he defeated both Justin Guerrero and Wade Barrett. So people hated this because John Cena buried the Nexus. Let's just be honest. The Nexus they were the minor leagues. John Cena was the bigger name. So who do you think was going to win this? John Cena. Yeah. And please, don't put in hate comments, whatever, saying, oh, the Nexus got buried. They're the minor leagues. That's what they are. John Cena and the they're the major leagues. That's what it is. It went a little too long, but yeah, this show was... I don't recommend this SummerSlam. It's terrible. I get a 2 out of 10. It sucked ass. But next up would be not that better of a show. 2015, maybe a little better because, but again, went 5 years straight between 2010 and 2015. It was not fun for me. But yeah, SummerSlam 2015 is going to be up next. Bye.